Hi, as we continue your onboarding process, right now we're going to be talking about one of the most useful resources that you have within your system to organize all the tasks related to your business, right? So within your account, you will have the task management area that it's a tool that has been integrated to the system. Think it in a way, a dashboard to organize the pending tasks that you have within your business, right? So you can start creating by adding a project, right? You can start giving a name to that project and a specific description to that project, right? Now, once you can start, if you have additional team members within your account, you can start adding those team members to the project so they can get notified and they can see all the tasks that you will be having. For example, meet up with this client, send this email, make sure that we provide an updated buyer seller guide for this person, different tasks that you could have for the contacts that you have imported within the account. And if you have team members that are working within those tasks, you can add them to the system and start tagging them as well, right? So we're gonna be here having the option to import tasks, which will have a direct correlation with the contacts that you have in the system, right? So if we click here on finish, we're gonna be having this dashboard here that would allow us to have two specific by default two columns, a to-do list, and you can start adding here additional columns, for example, sales tasks, um, and then marketing tasks. If you have different areas within your business, you can start creating here the different columns, and then you can start adding tasks to that specific column. So that task is going to be call John client, for example, right? And then you have the option to create a specific templates in terms of the structure of the task. If you're adding like specific files or a specific details to the task, you can create a template for it, right? And here you're going to be having the option to assign that task to a user, set an estimated time frame for the task to be completed, attach any specific files. For example, if you need to send, you're creating a task to send out a file to a client, you can attach here the file that needs to be sent out through that email, right? You can assign it to a specific contact within the account, meaning, for example, I can assign this task to John, which is a contact on the system, right? Um, so whenever that any person, any team member sees that contact, will be able to see that that contact has a task assigned, right? Now, if it's a repeated task, we have to do that task on a weekly basis or a monthly basis. You will be able to set that from here as well. How important or the priority for this task? If, for example, here on the sales task, there are 20, and this one is super important, you will be able to select the priority for it, right? And you're going to be having a due date of this specific task, right? Now, once you have entered or selected all those options, you can click on save, and that automatically is going to be having here that task, right? Now, if we would have entered any additional details, everything will be showing here, like the description and everything. And the person who gets it assigned can start has the option to start a timer whenever that they start working on the task. So you can start having tracking of how time consuming certain tasks could be for your team, right? So if I'm working on this task and I just completed it, I just can finish here and the system is going to be asking me to lock my time in terms of how long it took me to do that task, right? So it's within the project testing. The task was call John's client, and it is I spent 16 seconds or 2 hours or 30 minutes, and I have here a description of what happened during that time doing that task, and I can just log the time. And you have here all the details for that person who worked on the task that you assigned them, right? So once that you can also start moving tasks between columns. So for example, you have a completed here, and then the person that was working on the task, it's already finished, so that person can just go ahead and move the task to complete it, and then you can start checking the completion towards the end of the week or however you manage it within your business. The system is built out to support those aspects. As usual, if you have any additional questions, you can reach out to the team and we're going to be here to support you.